All right, today we're going to look at slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form is a way for us to be able to write equations for lines just in a form that everybody that is familiar with math knows. So it's a way that we can just kind of organize our information and write our equations so it's familiar to us. Now, when we're writing equations in slope-intercept form, our slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So this is one of the most important equations that we're going to learn in 8th grade. And this y equals mx plus b means that y, which is our output, is equal to the slope of the line, that variable m, which is why we use m equals rise over run, times x plus b. And b is our y-intercept. So I know that that's a little bit new to us right now, but we're going to get a little bit of practice on that. So b is our y-intercept. So it's very important that we memorize this equation. It's something that we're going to have to use over and over again for the next few years in math. So we've got y equals mx plus b is our slope-intercept form. So if I look up here at the first problem that I've got here, it says I'm going to write an equation for a line with a slope of 3 and a y-intercept of 7. So if I'm going to write an equation for a line, I'm always going to start out with first writing y equals mx plus b, because that's my slope-intercept form. So I know that I'm going to do that, so I'm going to start out by writing slope-intercept form. I'm going to write out the formula for slope-intercept form. And then I'm going to bring a couple of my variables down, because as it says in my diagram here, I'm going to keep my x and y as variables. So I'm going to go ahead and bring those down. I've got my y is going to come down, y equals, I'm going to bring my x down. So I've got y equals something x plus something. Now, if I need to figure out which one of these numbers here goes into which one, I'm going to once again look at my formula down here. So my formula at the bottom says that the slope of the line is m. So I've got m times x. And it says in my problem that the slope is 3. So I'm going to say y is equal to 3x. And then the last thing that I have is my plus b. Now down here at the bottom it says that my b is the y-intercept of that line, and it says here in my problem that I've got a y-intercept of 7, so that 7 is going to go down in place of b. So I have y equals 3x plus 7. So the equation of a line in slope-intercept form with a slope of 3 and a y-intercept of 7 is y equals 3x plus 7. So we can get a little bit more practice on that by going here and getting some practice in that. After we finish that, we'll go ahead and move on to our next step.